Good morning, everyone. Yesterday evening, we hunted up here on this top part of this property. Didn't have much luck. Didn't hear or see anything. We walked the property. Dylan found Sebastian, found some fresh gobbler tracks in this field, and we found some hen tracks farther on. So yesterday evening, we tried to roost birds, and we got one to gobble down here on this point where we were set up early in the afternoon. We didn't stay up here long, about an hour. Anyway, we got one roosted way back on the other side of the property, and then one down here. We don't know exactly where they're at. We kind of have an idea. It's a little chilly this morning. Here it is, May 12th, I guess it is. It's like 24, 25 degrees. I hope that doesn't kill off all the leaves of the trees, because they're just now getting budded out good. Anyway, it's just cracking light. You can see the sky getting right back there. I'm going to hit my owl hooter and see if we can pinpoint this bird and then move in on him. Troy and Dylan had on the property there on a few miles away, they had like 3 or 4 birds gobbling. They got one they kind of pinpointed. They know exactly where he's at, and he's kind of like in the position with me and Dusty a few weeks ago. He's out on the point. They got a field behind them. It's a real steep hill they went up, but they're set up in between the field and the bird, so I'm hoping they get that bird this morning. Anyway, I'm hoping we get one this morning. I'm gonna owl hoot, see what we get. He's still hammering up there. All right, we got that other bird across the property. He's gobbling fairly well. This one here, we can't get him to gobble. Who knows? He may have died in his sleep last night. But we're going to head across the field and go after this one. I wonder if it's those pines are just killing the sound. He sounds so far away. But we were over there, and it sounded like he was over here. And as we come around, now we got him pinpointed. This is what makes turkey hunting fun. At least for me, it does. Just trying to strategize and move on birds. It's just a big chess game, and it's really exciting. And it can be difficult, but if you pull it off, it's okay. He's sounding much closer. I'm gonna slip in here somewhere. He probably had a buddy. His buddy got shot. All open and weak. And now he's nervous. It's like, That's how 2-year-olds become 3 and 4-year-olds. They watch their buddies die. Based on how he's acting, I don't want to call it anymore. He knows we're here. There he goes. I was sitting here waiting for him to gobble again so I could have it on video. It's like he knew we were getting ready to leave. We were just getting up, standing up. Definitely the bird we were on this morning. He's gobbling down the hill a little bit. That's 4 times he's gobbled. I don't like leaving gobblers, especially ones that are gobbling. But after what we went through this morning with him, the smart move, I think, is to abandon him and go after a different one. It's got a bunch of dirt on it. Anyway, so we're coming up this hill. We came across this deer trail, and we're using it to access this property quietly because these woods are so littered with sticks. Every step you break a stick, no matter how gently you put your foot. You can look for a bare spot, it seems, and you're snapping sticks. It's like pow, pow, pow. It's like wood when it's popping on the campfire. That's what it sounds like. Anyway, let me give you guys a gist of what we got going on here. So, we had that bird up there this morning we were set up on. And you can see the little valley there. So we went off that way because there was another bird gobbling. And we got over here straight that way at the end of the valley, the other end of the valley. And we heard a bird gobbling over here. So we're going up this hill here, and there's a finger comes off, and it flattens out up there, and it runs all the way to a field that's on private. I had them pinned as being on that field on private. So we're going to go up here to the flat, set up, and blind call, and hopefully we can get back on this bird and call him in. He sounded real hot. I just hope it wasn't the bird that was up there this morning and flew down over here, and he's just going to give us more fits. But we're going to take this deer trail up the hill and try to get on this bird. Where's that at? I was just looking, it's maybe set up right in here. He sounded like he was a couple hundred yards away. We need to ease up that way, I guess. Let me look at the map real quick. That would put him at the corner of that field. This would be perfect. We'll go right up here. Set up. Alright, we got the bird gobbled again. Let's get set up and see if we can call him in. He gobbled up that way somewhere. There's a field up there. The southern end of the field, or the end of the field's here and runs up there and then cuts back. So we get up on this point here, we can probably call him out. He should have heard that from where he's at. That's the same one from this morning that we were set up on. Yeah. Straight down your gun. To the left of the gun. Okay, just be real still. Was he moving to the right?
See that split tree?
Yeah. Behind all that brush. Was he moving to the right?
Moving to the left.
How far out?
Probably 70.
70?
Yeah.
I got a couple of split trees out in front of me. I see one right where your gun's pointing.
The big base one to the left of my gun.
Oh, and they're leaning to the left.
Yeah.
Okay. guess it's possible that could have been a hen that went through. But it's most likely that gobbler you saw go through. I'll make it another series of calls when we use the pot call. Then we'll just sit here and wait, see what happens, see if he gobbles again. He may come through just sneaking through looking and end up going on by us. So yeah, after we called, we sat here for a while. That bird didn't call anymore, but then Sebastian saw what he believes was a turkey about 65, 70 yards away or so, moving to our left, coming from the direction that bird last gobbled. And you said it just looked like it was just walking through the woods? So it's most likely him looking for us. And because I didn't have eyes on him, I couldn't judge his body language or anything like that. I certainly wasn't going to call to him and let a pinpoint. So I was hoping he'd just come wandering on into the gun range or into an opening. Anyway, I'm gonna run some calls on the pot call. Then we're gonna sit quietly again and see what happens. It's 9:50. We'll give them to at least 30 minutes. If we don't hear or see them again, then I guess we'll figure something out. We'll make a decision whether to leave them or move up even closer that way. This gobbler got the better of us. He pulled us all the way up this mountain, teased us with a couple gobbles. Sebastian's pretty good, or pretty sure he laid eyes on him. Let's see if I can point it out up here. We got this big double tree here that's leaning. It's on about 70 yards maybe, up to the woods, moving to the left. Pretty sure it was a turkey, he said. And it was probably our gobbler, because he was over there last gobbled when we set up here. And that would make sense. Why he didn't gobble, or why he didn't drum, why he come down here. I'm sure he knew where we were at. It's a good question, but that's how those birds live. That's how they survive and keep us scratching our heads. So we'll head back to the truck, plug in the cameras, get some juice in them, go meet up with Dylan and Troy, and come up with a plan for the next move, possibly going to another property. I got some ideas, and we'll see what they think about it. So let's head to the truck. Oh no! I dropped my sunflower seeds and they spilled everywhere. Oh man!
Oh boy, they done got him, boy. They got him.
Y'all got one? Oh man! Look at y'all messing with us.
Look how little the dude is. Fat his spurs off.
Good. Nice. Who got it? Hey! Congratulations. I'm glad you got one.
You don't have
We were coming down the hill and I was like, we got to stay in the woods. We got to get moving.
Is he double bearded?
Ain't that a double beard on there?
No, that's split.
Split. I had him pinned exactly where he was.
You did good then. I taught you well, grasshopper.
Yeah, literally.
I lost a couple of tail feathers
Yeah, he did.
because of me.
Oh, I got a
Was he
video.
strutting when he come in?
Well, we could hear him strutting, and then he popped the heel, and he got right there, and he started looking. And he was looking around, and I had a limb in my way, and I would have to shift my gun. I said, if you can shoot him, shoot him.
Our butts were sore, our feet were freezing. We're just like, what? There's one to the right that was gobbling. I think there was two over there. He was
across the valley?
Yeah.
across on the public land. He was going crazy.
I couldn't hear that bird.
Gobbled. And then Dylan said, you hear that bird? We had a bird to the left. And then it was doing a half gobble. And it was like, that's probably a jake. And it sounded like he was coming to us. the key was roosting the bird,
that marked the
pinpoint where it was. I couldn't believe that we ended up being 60 or 70 yards in line with them.
What have I always said? You roost a bird, it puts you in the driver's seat for tomorrow morning. You guys are in control, and it's not him. Because you knew where he was sleeping. And he woke up to a surprise.
And going in early, it was, I mean, we had to use the flashlight at the bottom because I could not see my feet. That's how dark it was. And there were spots that I had to go on all four to get up.
Oh yeah, we went
up the hill. I don't know if it was a gobbler and a jake, because one minute it had an awesome gobble, then the next minute like, and it's like, I thought they were coming, and there was no hens. We heard no hen sounds.
I have yet to hear hen hunting this area.
Now we saw two coming down this road. We saw two running across.
Which way?
This way. But that was way up the...
Oh yeah, they went on this side.
That wasn't where we were at. We were right up there.
You gonna grab it, Dylan?
I think they're gonna leave the turkey sitting in the grass. Hey, it ain't your bird, it's Dylan. You get to be in the pictures, he's got to tote it and carry it.
I had the easy part. All I had to do was pull the trigger. He did everything else. He located it. He pinpointed it.
And now he wants you to keep working. Carry it, clean it. Have y'all weighed it yet?
No,
I bet he's 16 and a half, 17 pounds. He weighs less than my South Dakota bird.
No, he does not. He wasn't like toting it down that hill. You be here, Tracy, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm waiting for you to fall.
That's what I think you do.
That's going to pretty much wrap up our day's hunt up here. Had a cool interaction with a hen, but no gobblers, no gobbling. We're done in Minnesota with the Simpson family. Troy and Dylan, Sebastian, I think y'all heading back tomorrow. It's been fun overall. South Dakota, now Minnesota, Wisconsin. We got 4 birds, you count Jerry's bird. So not a bad trip. Weather's not been great. Hunting action hasn't been tremendous, but it's been good enough to make it exciting and fun. Tomorrow I get to hunt. I haven't decided if I'm gonna hunt Wisconsin or Minnesota yet, but I'll mull it over tonight. But that wraps up today's hunt and the last week and a half or so with my family. So we'll see you guys on the next video.